we are also reestablishing deterrence. Deterrence that is so absolute and so unquestioned that America's enemies shall not, should not, will not want to test us. Under a previous administration, the world questioned American strength, whether it was the debacle in Afghanistan, the invasion of Ukraine, or the war unleashed in Israel by Hamas on October 7th, all of which would have never happened under President Trump. That era of doubt and smeared American reputation is over. Deterrence is back and the world is taking notice. A few examples. When the Houthis attacked our ships, in the previous administration, they just sort of dealt with it as the new status quo. We responded with 50 days of unrelenting bombing, and our ships now sail freely and unprovoked. It turns out they did cry uncle, were prepared to cry uncle when they were met with the strength of the United States military. Since Thomas Jefferson, our ships have sailed freely on the high seas. That will remain the case. That is deterrence in action. When Iran pursued nuclear capabilities, our beautiful B-2s flew 37 hours across the world to drop 14 precision munitions exactly where they were supposed to land, all at the same time, without Iran seeing us until we were out of the country. That is deterrence in action. When narco-terrorist drug cartels, the Al-Qaeda of our hemisphere, I'm sure all of you, everybody's been touched by drug overdoses and the onslaught of drugs in our country, the poisoning of the American people, President Trump said no more. When those narco-terrorists send drugs to our shores to poison Americans, we no longer play the catch and release game, the cat and mouse game. We sink their boats. That is deterrence in action. When our southern border was overwhelmed by an anarchist invasion, an invasion of millions of people, we have no idea who they are, coming illegally, we secured it. For 7 months, 0 crossings of the U.S.-Mexico border, absolute sovereignty. That is deterrence in action. And when American justice was required in Venezuela, nearly 200 of our best went into downtown Caracas, secured and indicted targets in their most heavily fortified military base, and returned without a single U.S. casualty. That is deterrence in action. Because of President Trump's leadership, the world once again sees American power, American strength, and American resolve.